Welcome to this is a special preview video for WWE 2K18. I'm going to touch on the roster that we have, and this is one of the biggest rosters that we have. It's a lot better than last year's roster, especially since there's less use of the same character multiple times like there was last year. So first off, we have Aiden English. Aiden English to me is not really a talent I really like, kind of passe. Next we have AJ Styles. I'm so happy AJ Styles is in this game, as in 2016 and so far in 2017 I would consider him the new face of the company. You have Akam from the Authors of Pain, which would be pretty cool to have Akam in there. We also have Akira Tozawa. I'm not a big Tozawa fan, but you know, it is what it is. Albert has not been in one of these games in like almost 2 generations ago, I think. We have Alexa Bliss, which is a good addition. You have Alexander Wolf, which I believe this is his first appearance in a wrestling game. You have Alicia Fox. You have Alundra Blaze, which is really cool to have Medusa in here. You have Andre the Giant, which would be really cool to have Andre the Giant versus Braun Strowman. Would be pretty cool. You have Apollo Crews, who I think is a very useless talent on the roster. You have Asuka. You have one of my personal favorites, Bam Bam Bigelow. Very great wrestler. I've always liked his work. You have Baron Corbin. If you have the deluxe edition of the game, you will have Batista. There's Bayley. There's Becky Lynch. There is 2 versions of the Big Boss Man. You have the 1991 or the 1999. So you either have regular cop uniform or a SWAT team. You also have Big Cass. Big Cass was doing a great push, and then he got injured, which really sucked. You have Big E, the Big Show. But then you also have Big Show 2000. I wish they had Big Show 96 in there, actually. Dungeon of Doom, man. You have Billie Kay in her first appearance in the game. You have Bo Dallas. You have a manager, God rest his soul, Bobby the Brain Heenan, who recently passed away. You have the glorious one, Bobby Roode. You have Booker T. You also have Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt. So there's going to be 2 Bret Harts. We have the 1997 Bret Hart and 1998. So the 98 one would be WCW. You have Brie Bella. You have the British Bulldog, another one of my favorites. You have Brock Lesnar. You have Brutus the Barber Beefcake. You have Buddy Roberts of the Freebirds. I'm pretty sure this is one of his first appearances in here. You have Bushwhacker Butch and Bushwhacker Luke. You have Cactus Jack 1992 WCW version. And you have Cactus Jack 1998. You have making her first appearance Carmella, making his first appearance Cedric Alexander, Cesaro making his first appearance Chad Gable, Charlotte Flair, Chris Jericho Modern, and Chris Jericho 2000. You have Christian in here, Kurt Hawkins, Curtis Axel, Dana Brooke. You have Daniel Bryan, Darren Young, who I'm pretty sure is going to be coming back from his injury soon. You have Dash Wilder of the Revival. You have 1992 Diamond Dallas Page, 1998 Diamond Dallas Page, Daniel Bryan. You have Diesel, Dolph Ziggler. We have Dude Love, the American Dream Dusty Rhodes, which is cool. Earthquake, Latino Heat Eddie Guerrero, Edge, making her debut in this game is Ember Moon. I really like Ember Moon. If you haven't seen her, check her out on NXT. You have Emma. You have Captain Heat himself, Enzo Amore. You have Epico Cologne. Eric Young in his first wrestling video game since TNA Impact. You have Eric Rowan. Fandango. So you'll have Finn Balor, or you'll have the Demon Finn Balor. Goldberg in his first game that he's been, aside from the DLC last year, his first game he's actually been in as just a normal character for a really long time. You also have Goldust. I wish they had Dustin Rhodes in here. Gran Metalik, his first appearance. Greg the Hammer Valentine. You also have Heath Slater. Hideo Itami's debut in this game. Ivory. Jack Gallagher, another debut. Jacqueline. Jake the Snake Roberts. You have Jason Jordan, also making his debut. JBL, who is now no longer with the company. You have Jey Uso. You have Jim the Anvil Neidhart. You have Jimmy Garvin of the Freebirds. Jimmy Uso, Jinder Mahal. John Cena and John Cena 2006. And you have John Cena 2010. Making his debut in the game is also Johnny Gargano. You have Kalisto. You have Kane. You have Kane 1998, which would be pretty cool. You have Machine Gun Carl Anderson making his debut. How about this? Cassius Ohno, aka Chris Hero. So in the game, you can finally have the Kings of Wrestling back together. You have the Texas Tornado, Kerry Von Erich. You also have Kevin Nash, Kevin Owens. You have Kevin Von Erich. Killian Dane making his debut in here, so that's awesome. You have Kofi Kingston. You have Connor. If you pre-order the game, you get Kurt Angle 2001, and you get Kurt Angle 2006. You have Lana, the Living Legend Larry Zbyszko, Lex Luger, Lita, Luke Gallows. You have Luke Harper. You have the Macho Man, Randy Savage. You have Mankind, Mark Henry, Maurice. Michael P.S. Hayes is going to be a character as well. Mickie James in her first game in a long time. Mojo Rawley, Mr. McMahon. You have Mr. Perfect in here as well. You have Naomi, Natalia. We have Heel Neville. We have Nia Jax, Nick Miller, Nikki Bella. You have Nikki Cross of Sanity. You also have No Way Jose, who is a piece of crap, I think. You have Noam Dar and his Pinky Party. You have Paige, who has not been seen on TV in I don't know how long. You have Papa Shango. That dude was weird when I was a kid. You have Paul Ellering, Paul Heyman, Peyton Royce, Primo Cologne, R-Truth, who I don't remember the last time he actually won a match. You have the Viper Randy Orton. You have Razor Ramon. You have Razor of the Authors of Pain. Rhino. The Nature Boy Ric Flair in 1988 and 1991. Two classic Ric Flair looks right there. We also have Rich Swann. Rick the Model Martel. You have Ravishing Rick Rude. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, 1994, which is the year he retired, and 1991. We also have Rikishi, RVD, Roderick Strong, which is really cool. There's a lot of NXT people in here. Roman Reigns, who I freaking hate with a passion. Rusev, Sami Zayn, the Destroyer Samoa Joe, Sasha Banks, Sawyer Fulton, who you people are probably asking, who's that? Well, Sawyer Fulton was who Killian Dane replaced in Sanity. We also have Scott Dawson, Last Call Scott Hall. We have Seth freaking Rollins, Shane McMahon, Shane Thorne, Shawn Michaels 97 and 98, Sheamus, Shinsuke Nakamura, Sin Cara, Stephanie McMahon, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Holy Sting Batman. Sting, modern, Sting, 1988, 91, 98, and 99, which makes me really think that there's going to be some really cool Hall of Fame showcase stuff that's in this game. You also have Stunning Steve Austin, which is when Stone Cold Steve Austin actually, wrestled instead of do the brawling stuff. We have Summer Rae, Psycho Sid, who was always a favorite of mine, Tamina, Tatanka, Tatsumi Fujinami, The $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, the Brian Kendrick, The Godfather, The Miz, The Rock Modern N01, Titus O'Neil, T.J. Perkins, who actually liked T.J. Perkins, Tommaso Ciampa, Triple H Modern 01 N98, Trish Stratus, Ty Dillinger, Tyler Breeze, Typhoon, Tyson Kidd, The Ultimate Warrior, The Undertaker, Undertaker 2000, Undertaker 91, Big Van Vader, Victor, Xavier Woods, and Zack Ryder. Holy crap, Batman. This is gotta be one of the biggest rosters I've ever seen. So what they're doing with this game is they're giving you a really big roster. I've read you can finally do backstage stuff again. You can pick your rivals better than going through a little sheet. It's going to be more interactive. It's going to be more of a game that we want. And that's what I want. I want a big roster. I want to create a wrestler that's fucking huge. And I'm really happy. You got NXT covered. You got 205 Live covered. You got the women's division. You got legends. You got current Raw-ins, SmackDown stars. And you got a variety of legends. So it's not just your Rocks, your Austins, your Mankind's, your Triple H's. You have Earthquake, Bam Bam Bigelow, Vader, the Freebirds, Natural Disasters. One thing that's missing though, the Road Warriors. I would love to see the Road Warriors in there and the Midnight Express, because that would be really, really cool. So I really love this roster inclusion. There's a lot of good names on there. I have a lot of high hopes for this game. This game looks really good. The trailer recently dropped, and I was really impressed with how cool it looks. So I really think this should be really good. The game comes out on October 18th. I already pre-ordered it. I'm getting the deluxe edition, and once that game drops, I'm going to give a full-on review, and I'm probably going to I'm going to record some videos based off of when I get it and how great it is. So I will see each and every one of you very, very soon. And you know what? I always love my wrestling, and you can always come here to Chucky's Funhouse for all your wrestling news, opinions, and reviews.